The next two videos are bonus videos, but they still talk about the same project. As part of my work, I had the opportunity to live in Vietnam for 6 months to be closer to production and learn more about shoe manufacturing. In the factory, there is a place called sample room, which is where prototypes are made during the product development phase. I brought with me our freshly finished shoe and I asked them to make a copy of this design with the sole of the Cloud Horizon 1 from On. A shoe halfway between trail and hiking, which happens to be produced in that same factory. I'm taking you with me through all the steps of how our shoe was made in the sample room. We started with cutting all the pieces. For the restop part, they used a laser to avoid fraying along the edge. They listed all the components and assigned each one a material code to make sure no mistakes were made. We quickly embossed the vamp with the On logo, then move on to stitching. You can see the sewing mark drawn with a pen, which will fade over time. Next, we added reinforcement at the back of the eye stay. We folded the edge of the lining with glue and stitched everything together. The back and front part were then joined and the upper was closed before adding the toe cap and the heel piece. It's interesting to see that they complete those steps in a different order than we did. As you already know, the V-cut at the front of the lining allows it to naturally take the 3D shape before completing the rest of the assembly. We added the heel reinforcement, the foam and the back lining before turning and sewing everything. The heel was shaped with heat and then cooled. We added the tongue and I asked for the addition of small wings on the side to make sure the tongue stays centered. We punched the lace holes and the upper could finally be closed. A bit of steam to relax the materials and then the upper was placed on the last. We marked the line below which glue needed to be applied to assemble the sole. A bit of sanding to help adhesion and glue was applied to all the different parts. You will notice that the glue appears blue under UV light, which helps to see where it has already been applied. We used the press to make sure everything was well attached and the shoe went through a cooling tunnel to set everything in place. We added the sock liner, changed the laces, and here's the result. What do you think? Pretty stylish, right? It really looked like a finished product. I see you in the second part to wrap up our little journey in the factory.